We're now going to share with you some humorous views on marriage and family life. Our primetime readers, Betty and Diane, will reveal a dark secret at the heart of a very conventional marriage. Emily then will share some of her experience as a single woman. Ginger and Becky will write from camp. And Jim will try to teach some unruly kids the value of an education.
Six o'clock on the dot. Aren't you lucky to have someone who's always home in time for the lovely dinner you always have waiting? Why, we get to watch Father Knows Best tonight. Aren't you glad I allowed us to have a TV?
Why, Jim, your dinner's always ready and waiting and still hot because I have nothing better to do all day, except maybe dust. Dusting is always a nice thing to look forward to every day. What? No flowers? You used to bring me flowers.
Did I already say hello to the children? They're so good, I hardly even realized they live here.
They've already had their dinner. I told them to go do their homework so they wouldn't disturb you after the grueling day you must have had. You always have a grueling day. That's why you tell me you need dinner on the table at exactly 6:30. You also tell me, over and over, that dinner must be something you like, which means meat and potatoes, but that it must be something different every night, which means different kinds of meat and different kinds of potatoes. You tell me it can't be too expensive, which means I have to watch for specials, which means I need to go out almost every day to hunt up a suitable dinner. I do believe I'll just buy some chickens, cows, and pigs and butcher them myself and grow 15 different kinds of potatoes. Then I won't have to go to the A&P every damn day.
Did you say damn, dear? Don't say damned. The children might hear you. We talked about this, your incessant dusting.
How was my day? Oh, the same. Thanks for asking. Me and the girls, Betty and Millie, met in front of Meanie's Five and Dime, where we were going to have a quick lunch at the soda fountain. None of us had enough money for a real lunch at Bergdorf's, where we could sit down around a table with an actual tablecloth. So we ran over to the bank to withdraw some pin money. Only none of us had our bank books with us. Truth be told, I had already spent this month's pin money.
That's nice, dear.
But it worked out very well. Unexpected things can sometimes occur even in Pleasant Town. Betty just happened to have her handgun with her. A pretty little thing with a mother-of-pearl handle, and so small that it fit into her little satin purse. Of course, we all knew we'd need masks, or heck, we'd end up spending our summer vacation not at the beach bungalow, but in that musty old jail on Main Street, where they keep all those ruggedly handsome, virile criminal types.
That's nice, dear.
So we did the prudent thing, the only thing we could do. We met in the bathroom of the bank and took off our nice new pantyhose. They're so comfortable. They're just like underwear with legs. Except for the no-no about how you absolutely must wear nylons with a dress. We looked pretty damned good.
I thought I heard you say damned again. You've got to watch your language.
Maybe not wearing nylons with our dresses wasn't so bad. We were wearing them after all, except not on our legs. We wore them to cover our faces. They were so tight on my face my lipstick smeared. I had to apply lipstick right after. It wouldn't do to go to Mr. Meany's Five and Dime with smeared lipstick.
Oh, did you and the girls have a nice lunch?
We did, because after the bank heist, we could afford something more than a grilled cheese sandwich. Something served with real silverware.
I always have Meany's grilled cheeses. Once a week, just like clockwork.
I need more spending money. I need you to increase my allowance.
Did you say something about money? You know we talk about those things on Saturday.
And how was your day? Must be very trying to have to go into an office every day.
Well, there was some commotion at the bank today. When I went out to look, my manager told me to go back to my office and take care of my client. He said we were being robbed. But I could see there were 3 of them with women's stockings over their faces. They were about as tall as you are. My. The way people act these days, you'd think they thought money grew on trees. The way they come in the bank and demand it. But what I can't figure is why they only ask for $50 a piece. Why only $50? Banks have all the money.
Maybe that's all they needed for a few lunches out.
So I went back to this guy in my office who wanted to borrow money. He was all weepy because we were going to foreclose on his house. And his wife and kids would have to live out of a paper box or something. So here he was, crying for a loan. I told him if I gave him a loan, it would be like robbing a bank.
So maybe now, with our plans to get together real soon and do another heist, I could hire someone to help me milk the cow and cook the dinner. Then I'd have more time to dust. I love this feather duster.
That's nice, dear. You're acting strangely again. What did I tell you about that?
I know, I forgot. I wish I could say I'm sorry, but I can't. I like it. Dusting is more fun even than robbing banks. It's my hobby. Maybe I should apologize for robbing banks too. I won't ever let you see me doing housework or anything else. Wait just a minute. I am a person. I can rob a bank. I can dust whenever I want to. I am woman.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad glad everybody came here. It looks really crowded and nice. I just want to talk to you about a few things about my life. First of all, I'm an orphan. Not a real orphan, but down here I've discovered if you don't have family, you're an orphan, which can be good because I get invited to a lot of dinners. But then, before I did that, I had this friend named Audrey, and she said, "Emily, you should be dating someone." I said, I tried. Well, all the men at the senior center, you could be dating them. I said, let me tell you like this. If their clothes are clean, their shoes are nice, they've got a haircut, they're married. And then the ones that are left have the beard, and they have the Bermuda shorts in December, they have flip-flops, and they actually ask you questions about how big your Social Security check is. So I'm not interested in those. Well, my friend said, what about the pizza man? I said, the pizza man? She said, look at it through my eyes. He drives a car, he's got an apartment, he has delicious food, and he'll come whenever you want him. I said, my God, I should try that. Then I went to dinners. I've been invited to several dinners. The first one was not that great. The first one was with this 10-year-old boy who's obsessed, and I do mean obsessed, with video games. And his mother talked to me, and she said, maybe you can help him because he's making me lose my mind. So I said, come on, we're going to go for a walk. He's like, who walks? I can get you a bicycle if you need that. I said, we walk, and we're walking to the ice cream place. I am very, very worried about you. And he said, what do you mean? I said, what your mother says, you stay home all day and you play video games. Yes, I could teach you if you want me to. No, that's not what we're talking about. What do you think you're going to be like when you're 30 years old? At this rate you're going, you're going to drop out of school. You won't be able to get a job. And on top of that, you won't have a girlfriend. You'll just sit downstairs eating bad food and making everybody else angry at you. He said, oh, you really do know me. That's my favorite dream. But don't tell my mother because she's supposed to buy me a new computer. So I went to another person's house, and she had a beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving dinner. The problem is she didn't know where her son was, and he's only 4 years old. So what happened was we ate the dinner, and she kept calling him, and his older sister came up and said, I know where he is. And she said, what? He's under the table. He took the dog under there. He said he was going to feed the dog the food he didn't like, but he's also looking up ladies' skirts. The mother went crazy. She called him and she said, and look at my forehead. Do you see quitter written on it? No. Say something. Look at my forehead. Am I a quitter as a parent? Is that what you're thinking? He said, Mommy, I'm only 4 and I can't read. And the last place I went to was the one that was really scaring me most, because I know the people in it. A lot of them have big problems with hearing. And when you go into a room with people that have problems hearing, it's really trouble. There's all sorts of fights and things. So I went in there and I said, maybe if I just hide in the kitchen, the owner won't see me. And sure enough, he found me. He said, oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I said, really? He said, yes, there's something wrong with all those people. All they do is argue. And one of them told me I needed a grenade. Is that because I voted for Trump? I said, no, it's better than that. I'm going to need the audience to help me. I told him, you don't need a grenade, you need a hearing aid. Thank you very much.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Here I am at Camp Canada. Camp is very entertaining. And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. hiking with just 5 feet. He developed poison ivy. You remember Leonard Skinner? He got ptomaine poisoning last night after dinner. All the counselors hate the waiters, and the lake has alligators. And the head coach wants no sissies, so he reads to us from something called Ulysses. Now I don't want this should scare ya, but my bunkmate has malaria. You remember Jeffrey Hardy? They're about to organize a searching party. Take me home, oh mother, father, take me home. I hate Canada, don't leave me out in the forest where I might get eaten by a bear. Rah! Take me home, I promise I will not make noise or mess the house with other boys. Oh, please don't make me stay. I've been here one whole day. Dearest father, darling mother, how's my precious little brother? Let me come home if you miss me. I will even let Aunt Bertha hug and kiss me. Wait a minute, it stopped hailing. Guys are swimming, guys are sailing, playing baseball. Gee, that's better. Mother, father, kindly disregard this letter.
Ladies, wait! Put that back down. I have a lesson for you to learn. Please. Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a mule? A mule is an animal, long funny ears. He kicks up at everything he hears. His back is brawny and his brain is weak. He's just plain stupid with a stubborn streak. And by the way, if you hate to go to school, you better grow up to be a mule. Or would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better off than you are? Or would you like to be a pig? A pig is an animal with dirt on his face. His shoes are a terrible disgrace. He's got no manners when he eats his food. He's fat and he's lazy and extremely rude. And if you don't care a feather or a pig, you better grow up to be a pig. Or would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better off than you are? Or would you rather be a fish? A fish won't do anything but swim in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought. And though he's slippery, he still gets caught. But then if that sort of life is what you wish, you better grow up to be a fish. But oh,